Hello, beautiful souls. I hope that you're doing fine and that you're ready for another video. I would like to speak more about being afraid of losing someone. And no, I don't think about that. Even this can be included, but I want to focus more about uh, people that maybe you are in relationship with, any kind of. Are you afraid of losing people and why? And why you shouldn't be afraid of. So, okay, let's start from the beginning. My name is Irina. I was born in. No, I'm joking. First of all, you can't lose anything you didn't have in the first place. And you don't own anyone in the same way that no one owns you. People are free to choose, so are you. People come and go, and you have to face it. You just can't live in fear that you are going to lose someone. Like many people live like that, letting their thoughts guide them instead of listening to their heart. Whenever you let your fear guide you, fear is nothing but product of your thoughts. And if you let your thoughts guide you, you are operate from your ego. Because if you understand that people come and go, understanding is other name for love, then you will understand that is natural thing for people to come and go. People will leave us and we will leave someone. That is okay. What is not okay is to want someone to stay with you just because you want that. That's not love. Even if you think that you love them, oh, no, that's not love, that's selfishness. Understand that, because if you love someone, you want them to feel free. You want to love the person in the way that they feel free. They are free to choose whether they want to stay or they don't want to stay, in the same way that you're free to choose whether you want to stay somewhere or you don't want to stay somewhere. So everything starts with ourselves, as always. The more you connect with yourself, the more you find yourself, you will start to invite different kind of people in your life. So it is normal to others who are not at the same level, vibrational level with you. It is okay to let them go. You shouldn't hold on something that simply doesn't resonate with you. Whenever you find yourself more but lose people, it's a kind of a win-win situation, because you just don't want to lose yourself. Don't be afraid of losing people. Be afraid, if you have to be afraid, be afraid of losing yourself. You don't want to lose yourself. No. And no one should put you in that position that you lose yourself in order to keep them in your life. Again, that's not love, that's selfishness. You should always keep in your mind that you mustn't lose yourself. And in order to do so, you should know your boundaries. And boundaries are so important in life. Otherwise, self-love, well, that's a part of self-love, but I need to, separate those things so you can understand me better. Knowing your boundaries, you will know that when time comes, when you are not appreciated, when the things that you give are not respected, you should know when it's time to get up from the table, because there is no point of staying somewhere where you don't feel appreciated. So instead of focusing on others, you should be focusing on yourself. Focus on yourself and work on yourself. The more you connect with yourself, you will be more aware of these kind of things, and it is going to be much easier, less painful when someone leaves you, because you will understand that that's their decision and they are free to choose. If they decide to leave, that doesn't depend on you. What depends on you is how you treat them while you are with them. So instead of being afraid and thinking, oh, I'm afraid of losing them, change your mindset and start to think and to do, to show your love and appreciation for them. Do whatever is in your power to love them, to treat them right, to respect them. We are all humans, we are going to make mistakes, but you should learn from your mistakes. So concentrate on quality of your relationship. So when the moment comes, if someone decides to leave you, you will actually think, oh, I don't lose them, they lose me, because you know, you will know that you have that you gave everything what is in your power, your love, everything, to treat them right. So you won't live in regret. Oh, I should have done this, or I should have done that. No. So concentrate on present moment, concentrate on now, and concentrate on people in who surround you. Think about quality. Then ask yourself, okay, does this relationship do me good? And you will be surprised how many people are surrounded by people who don't bring out the best in them. So instead of being afraid of losing someone, maybe it's the perfect time to clean up your life and to create more space for new people. The point is, don't be afraid of anything. Like I said, fear is nothing but product of your thoughts. You shouldn't be focused on fear at all. You shouldn't be focused on losing, because I don't think there is such a thing. Maybe yes, of course, someone who doesn't respect you will lose you, obviously. So you should focus on yourself, on working on yourself, on your growth, and when the point on your setting on your boundaries, because that's how you will know when it's time to get up and to go where you don't feel appreciated. You should be always focusing on yourself. Then you should never shrink yourself for those who refuse to grow, to make them feel comfortable. Again, that's pleasing others and losing yourself. That's not what you want. When you reach that new level of consciousness, you should look for those who are even higher than you, those you can learn from, or those who look in the same direction as you. You should never hold on those who refuse to grow, nor to shrink yourself just because they don't want to grow. No, that they can't. They can. We all can. It's simply decision whether they want to or they don't want to. So you shouldn't stop yourself from flying high just because of those who refuse to fly with you. And the sad thing is that many people live that way nowadays. They stay in a relationship even they feel they overgrow their partners, but they stay in relationships for their reasons, usually some kind of fear again. And they simply stop themselves from reaching higher and higher level of consciousness, and that is so wrong. So you should always check up on yourself, how you feel. You should communicate with people around you, and you should know your boundaries, because when you know your boundaries and when someone tried to cross them, and you say stop, they will get upset, and that is again normal thing. Because how do you know what are your boundaries? Well, the simplest way to know them is every time you say yes to someone but you say no to yourself, that means that you don't respect your boundaries, and it means that you don't respect yourself. So don't expect from others to respect your boundaries if you don't respect your boundaries. So you should set your standards and your boundaries in the way that how you want to be treated. But don't set boundaries. Oh, I want to be treated like that, and you treat like garbage others. No, I don't think that way. Everything you ask for, you should be giving in the first. So when you set your boundaries, you will be surprised how many people will disappear from your life. And again, I don't see like losing them. I see that like winning some space, free space in your life for new people that actually will respect your boundaries. And that's something you should be thinking about. There is nothing wrong with letting new people in your life. On the contrary, personally, I love letting new people in my life. I love meeting new people who resonate with me. The more I become myself, the more that I stay true to myself. That is for me like natural kind of doing things. So if someone decides not to stay in my life, I will, okay, maybe I will feel hurt because I respected that person, but I will understand that that's in their right to do, that's their decision, and okay, I will get over it. And you should do the same. The same way, if you tomorrow decide that you want to leave someone, you should do it. You should of course sit down and talk with person if necessary, of course. But you shouldn't stay with someone just because of common beliefs that you should stay somewhere with someone you have spent many time together, and that is again wrong. That's not it's not how you should be measuring any kind of relationship. It is not about time, it is not about quantity, it is always about quality, and it is always about how you feel. So you always check on yourself how you feel with people who surround you in friendships, relationships, etc. You should be asking yourself how you feel, how they feel, and if it's time to letting someone to go away shouldn't be a problem. Of course, if we love that person, we are going to feel pain and embrace that pain, but try to understand that we are not meant to be in each other's lives forever. Even if you decide tomorrow to stop watching my videos or to stop reading me, I'm going to feel, don't do that, please. No, anyway, if you decide that, it's your choice, and what is up to me whether to I want to accept it or to letting my fear, pain guide me, because you have decided. That's your decision. You're free to choose the same way I'm free to choose, the same way that the same way the other person is free to choose. If you are lucky enough that you are in some kind of relationship where you both grow in the same direction, well, that is possible to stay with someone forever, of course, but you shouldn't stay with someone where you don't feel like you belong to, where you don't feel appreciated, where you feel that you can reach sky and someone is dragging you down, and just because they're afraid of losing you. And that is so wrong. Don't even try to think about that in that way. Try to think to give yourself always, no matter what, to follow your heart and to listen to your heart. So how you feel should always be your guidance, and that's it. People come and go, they will hurt us, we will hurt others, and that is the part of life. Know your intentions, so you never beg someone to stay in your life. That is not love, that is despair, and you're not a desperate person, right? So always focus on quality, not on quantity. Know your boundaries, so know your values. Don't ask for what you don't give, please, like many people do. Don't be one of them. Focus on yourself, on your growth, to be a better person to yourself and to others. Enjoy present moment with people who surround you, and when time comes that you overgrow them or they overgrow you, then it should be natural way of doing things to leave, to get up from the table, or to let them go, because that should be something natural. If you don't look at the same direction anymore, always communicate how you feel, always stay true to yourself, be honest, and communicate your feelings always. And please just don't be afraid of losing people. There is nothing beautiful about being afraid of. Love people instead of being afraid of losing them. Like, I love you, that's why I'm doing all of this. And stop being afraid of, stop worrying, because it is not going to help you anyway. People will leave when they want to leave, you will leave when you want to leave, and worrying is not going to help you, or being afraid of is not going to help you. So like I said, please, instead of being worried and being afraid of, love people. Like, I love you, that's why I'm sharing all of this with you, in order to help you. So if you find my work helpful, please subscribe to my channel, share it with other people. If you have any idea that you would like me to talk about more, please do let me know. And till then, I will continue to love you. Whatever you decide, whether you decide to stay or not to stay, I will continue to love you, which means that I will understand you.